Okay, I will start with the Python introduction. And as I mentioned to you, I will use this first hour to explain the Python in very short. I think you already know what is print. So we are going to print something. You can do Shift Enter to execute this command, or you can also use Control plus Enter to run this command. So the result is hello world. And then last Monday, we also learned how to create this markdown. Okay, you can see this is a markdown. If you double click on this case, you can see the first markdown line is using only one shot. That's why it is very big. The second line is using two shots, and the third line is using three shots. So if you run this with the Shift Enter or Control Enter, then you can get that the first line is the heading, the second line is the heading number 2, and the third line is heading number 3. In Python, you need to know about variable. Okay, what is variable? When we define variable, you can define any name as long as the variable starts with alphabet. So the alphabet means A, B, C, D. That's also fine. But the variable cannot start with number. So any letter A, B, C, D, it is okay, but we cannot start with number. So for example, I want to make a variable named temperature. Then I can define the temperature, and then what is the value that I want to input into the variable. In this case, the variable temperature will have the value 9.5. So if I make this one, you can, and if you press Shift Enter, then when you print the variable, you print temperature, and the value is shown in this cell. So the value is 9.5 for the variable temperature. So you can see there is a difference between the string with double quote and the string without double quote. So what happens if I put the double quote? Print temperature. What is the difference? If you do this one, then you will print the word temperature. If you just call the temperature without double quote, then you will print the value. Okay. Next, the temperature. I use the small or the lowercase. T is small. But what if I print with the big T? Okay, then this is error. Why? Because we don't have any variable with temperature and the big T. Our variable is using temperature with small t. Okay, so because this is case sensitive. Case sensitive. Lowercase, uppercase. 대문자, 소문자. it affects the temperature variably. Next, I will move very quickly, okay, about the Python. In programming, you will learn also about if. If if statement checks a condition and executes the block of code only if the condition is true. So if the condition is true, then you will execute or you will run the statement. Okay. Now I have if, and then I have this one. This is the condition. One is greater than two. Is it true or false? One is greater than two? No. Then it is false. So let's see what happened. Then nothing. Okay. Because it is false, then nothing happened. But if I change this one, is one is less than two, then we can get the result. We want to print true. So true, in this case, what does it mean? You can see true is a string. When we want to print this one, temperature, we need to print with the double quote. When we want to print temperature without double quote, we will get the value. But when we print true, we got true. What does it mean? So we have what we call as Boolean. Okay, Boolean, it contains of true or false. If you see this true and this false, now the character is in the bold because this is the function that Python already know. But if you put something like this one, true with small, what happened? If true with the small letter, Python didn't know what is it. So Python will consider this as the variable. False with small capital. This is also considered as variable. Okay. So any words with the bold letter, then this is what we call as the Python syntax. Python know that this is the important words for the Python command. If this is not bold, then you can consider this is as a variable. Okay. Now let's see, I want to create a variable a equals to 1 and then b equals to 2. So now I'm going to make a condition. A is greater than b. If it is correct, then print true. So note that every if you should follow with the color. This is color. So can you guess what is the result? If A is greater than B, print true. The result will be nothing. Why? A is 1. A is 1. B is 2. 1 is greater than 2? No. Then it is false. If it is false, then we will not execute this statement. Okay. In Python, we have what we call as if else. The if else statement provides an alternative block of code to execute when the condition is false. So we have two conditions. We have true, we have false. If it is true, then we can do something. If it is false, then we can do something. So for example, if 1 is greater than 2, 1 is greater than 2. True or false? It is false. Because it is false, then we will not print this one, but we will print on the else section. Okay, so we have if else. If 1 is greater than 2, print 1 is greater than 2. Else, print 1 is not greater than 2. Run this one, then the result is 1 is not greater than 2. Okay, we have if and we have else. Now, I have A equals to 5 and B equals to 4. Now, let's make something like this one. If A greater than B, what can I say? Let's say print 5 is greater than 4, for example. I want to print else, then print 5 is not greater than 4. Okay, let me just try with this one. If I run this, then okay, the result is 5 is greater than 4. We have if and we have else. Okay, I think this is still simple. We can have multiple conditions. Multiple condition means I have the if, else, and else statement. So this statement allows multiple conditions to be checked in the sequence. So now I have A less than B. If it is true, then print A is smaller than B. I have another condition, L if. So L if this means that we have else and if condition. So if this one is false, I will go to the else if and then check another condition. For else, we don't have any condition. It means if this is false, then it should be this one. Now, my question is, how many else if can we use? How many else if can we use? It can be many. It's up to you. It depends on the condition. So we can use else if as many as we want. So the structure will be if, else if, and at the end it will be else. Okay, so the structure else will be at the end. Now let's consider A equals to 5. Let's say B equals to 4. If I consider A equals to 5 and B equals to 4, let's check. A is less than B. A is 5. B is 4. A is less than B. False. Then I will go to here. A is higher than B. Yes. So we print B smaller than A. Okay. What happens if I change this one? A equals to 4 and B equals to 4. When I run this one, A equals to B, sorry, A less than B, no. L if A is higher than B, no. Then we will print the last condition, which is A equals to B. The result is A equals to B. So condition can use the operators such as AND or. The AND operator, we have AND operator, ensures that both condition must be true for the if statement to execute. So let's say the current data we have age equals to 25 and whether the person has the ticket or not. So if the condition now, if the person is higher or equal than 18 and the person has the ticket, then we will print you are allowed to enter. If one of the condition is false, entry denied. Now check the age is 21 and the person has the ticket. So age is higher or equal than 18. Yes, this is true. And has ticket. This is true. As I mentioned to you, this is the Python syntax. So Python already know what is true and what is false. When we define true like this one, it means Python know that this is the true condition. So this is the true condition. True and true. So it means this result is true. Because the result is true, then we will print you are allowed to enter. Now let me change. Let's suppose the age is 50. If the age become 15, let's check. Age is higher than or equal 18. The result would be false. Let's check it. It is true. So if it is false for the one section, then it will be false. If it is false, then you will get entry denied. Let's see. When I print this one, the result is entry denied. The other condition with the operator or. Okay, we can also do with this or. We call it this is or operator. So it ensures that at least one of the condition must be true. So is member, it is false, and has discount coupon, it is true. So if the person is a member, or if the person has a discount coupon, then you can get a discount. If it is not, then no discount. Okay, let's check. This person is not a member. This person is not a member. The person has a discount coupon. Okay, then he will get the discount. But let's say if both of them are false. If both of them are false, then no discount available. So this is false and this is false. Then, of course, it will go to the else section. What about if both of them are true? True and true. And we will get the result. You get a discount. Okay. The next section, yeah, it is about repetition. In repetition, we have a for loop. For I in range 5. So I will print the numbers from 0 until n minus 1. So n is this number. If we put this number as 5, then we will print from 0 until 4. This is the first 5 numbers. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it will be until n minus 1. So you can see the result is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I print this one, if I want to get until 8, then the result is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I have this one until 6, then n minus 1. And it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A for loop can be used with the range start and stop. So we can define what is the starting point and what is the stopping point. Now let's see. For I in range 2, 5, it is starting with number 2 and ending with number 5. As you know, the ending will be n minus 1. And we will get the value 2, 3, and 4. So if I change this one into 8, then the result will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because 8 will not be printed. It is n minus 1. While a while loop runs as long as the condition remains true. So if I have I equals to 0, I would like to check the condition. While I is less than 5, print I. And then I will improve or I will increase I with 1. So the new I will be the old I plus 1. So I starts with 0. Then 0 plus 1, it becomes 1. After I becomes 1, we will go back again to check the condition. 1 is less than 5? Yes. Then I will continue to print 1. Now, the new I will be the old I, which is 1 plus 1. Now, the new I will become 2. After it becomes 2, then we will check. 2 is less than 5? Yes. Then I will print 2. And then next, 2 will be added by 1. Now it becomes 3. So again, check. 3 is less than 5? Yes. Then print 3. And then check again. 3 plus 1. Then it equals to 4. Again, 4 is less than 5? Yes. Then print 4. So next is 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1, it becomes 5. And then check again. 5 is less than 5? No. Then stop. Because 5 is not that less than 5, it stopped. So the numbers will be on the 0 until 4. So you will get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe you want to know the result, not in the vertical wise. You want to get the result in the horizontal wise. So you can print the numbers and then put the comma and then make the statement n equals to space. With this command, you will get the result in the horizontal wise. You can put the result in one line. You can use for loop to iterate over a list. So let's suppose I have list C. C is a list. It is a list because we have the square bracket. In between the square bracket, we separate the data. Let's say I have 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then it means I will have the data 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I would like to check for each of the data in the list. At first, I will start the I with 0 and then check. I is less than the length of C. Length of C. If you still remember length of C, length means how many data do we have? C. C is the variable that we define in a list. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it means the length of C will be 5. So let's see. Length, we can print length C. So the length C is 5. It means I want to do the repetition until 5. And what I want to print is to print its the element in the C. So the element in the C I would like to put in the square bracket. Ci. I means the index. The index, this is index 0, this is index 1, this is index 2, this is index 3, and this is index 4. So I can have this one 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can have with the for loop. So for I in C. So what is C? C is a list. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I want to create. Then I have the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 as what the data in C. So let's say I want to change the C. C equals to, let's say, banana, mango, let's say pear. Okay. So I have 3 C, and then I want to know what is the length of C. The length of C is 3 because we have banana, mango, and pear. And then if I run this, I want to print the data. So the data that we have, there are 3, and we print banana, mango, and pear. I can also use this for to print. Then it shows the banana, mango, and pear. So you can also use different kind of variable. So you do not need to use I to figure out the variable. For example, I have a variable fruits. So variable fruits represent the fruits that we have: apple, banana, cherry. So for each fruit in fruits. So this is with S. It represents the variables that we have here. This is just a variable to represent for every data. It means I will check apple, banana, and cherry without finding the exact position. So I can run this and we will get the apple, banana, and cherry. So every time we run this list, we will check what is the first. The first is apple. Then we will go to the variable fruit. And the next banana. Banana will go to the variable fruit for the second iteration. And then for the third iteration, the cherry will go to the variable fruit. Okay. So in the Python, we have condition and repetition. The condition and repetition means whenever you have some data, you may have some condition, maybe to stop, or you have some condition to do something, or you have condition to skip some data. So I will teach you the basic one, which is using break. Break means we want to exit the loop immediately when the condition is met. So I have the data, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have the data. Let's say the data will be stored in every of the data using the variable number. The number will start with 1, and then we'll check with 2, and then check with 3, and then check 4, and then 5. So if the number equals to 3, break. Break means stop. So we will not continue again. So once we find any data with the value 3, stop. In the continue, we will skip the current iteration and move to the next. So if there is still data remaining, when you use break, it will stop. When you use continue, so let's see, for number in data, and then if number equals to 3, continue. Continue means we will not consider this data, and then we will move to the next data. We will move to the next data. So if number is equals to 3, you can see we continue to 4 and 5. What about number 3? We will skip it because we use the word continue. Okay. Function. A function, yeah, it means we will learn more later with object oriented, but let me just briefly explain about function. A function means something that you can create to easily works without repeating your statement. For example, I have def. Def is this function syntax to make a function, and this is the function name display. So you can create any name for the function name. But for the def, it is the function from Python, or because this is the Python syntax. Def display. And then for every function, you need to put the so for every function, you need to put the brackets. And then we can make any statement. For example, print half. So when I call the function name is display. Then it will show print half. So this is a function that does not require input parameters. So whenever you call the function display, then it will print the word. So let's say I have another word, half Yongin. So if I run again and I want to print this function display, then it will print half Yongin. The other function is a function that takes input values. So we have the parameters. The parameters means I need to put something inside the bracket. Let's say I have the def, this is the Python syntax, and then this is the function name. This is the function name. And then inside the bracket, I have one parameter, which is name. So I want to print hello, name. So whenever I put any name, it will be printed here. So hello 5, because I put 5 inside the bracket when I call the function display2. So if I change this one, display far, then the result will be hello far. If I change this one, hello banana, then the result will be hello banana. If I change this one to half Yongin, then the result will be hello half Yongin. So this means that whenever I create a value here, it will go to this parameter, and this parameter equals to the parameter that we have in this screen. A function that takes multiple input values or parameters. So the parameters can be more than one. We can have name, we can have school, and so on. For example, I want to put name as Bernardo and the school as Hub. So hello Bernardo at Hub. Because we have the value is Bernardo at first, which is referring to the name. And then the value of half, it is the value at the second parameter, which is school. So name, it will be printed after hello, and then school will be printed after at. So we have hello Bernardo at half. Next is display. With the other example, hello Pa at Korea, hello Lee at Seoul. So you can get this kind of result. Okay. Okay, then I will stop here first. Let's have a break. I will continue after the